Welcome to our MSci 442 project on why information technology is good for mental health. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, and let's get right into it.
Now, before we begin our debate on why information technology is good for mental health, it is important that we define our key words before we begin our arguments. First, information technology will be defined as technology that involves any process dealing with information and data. An improvement in mental health is defined as an improvement in the ability to cope with stresses, build relationships with others, and also a decrease in poor mental health symptoms. This includes depression and anxiety.
Mental illnesses are detected and diagnosed through structured clinical interviews that rely on a patient's conscious recall and ability to reflect on past events through their moods and behavior. This process is extremely labor intensive, and with a lack in mental health professionals compared to the rise in mental illness, this is a very real issue. A possible solution to this is data collection. Data collected on a mass scale specifically for mental health purposes can be an effective way of diagnosing individuals and better understanding how humans become mentally ill. This would replace subjective surveys that are most often inaccurate by using data collection to study behavior patterns. Mental illness can be better understood, which can allow for more effective solutions. This would not only provide solutions, but also prevention, as early warning signs can be detected and managed accordingly. Obviously, this data would be sensitive as it would be personal information. But the Department of Computer Science at the University of Ito has developed a prototype for first-order privacy protection called NEMA that can be used to protect sensitive mental health data. This can be used to protect data and allow users to feel more comfortable, ultimately leading to a better understanding of mental health for all.
Communication is easier than ever. With technological advancement, people can have video calls to connect with their friends and families with ease. Video calling allows face-to-face communication between each other and is not limited by physical distance. According to UK's Mental Health Foundation, staying in touch with supportive families and friends is contributive to one's mental well-being, as they make you feel included and cared for. The chart on the right shows that over the past 10 years, users of video calling services in Europe have been steadily increasing, and we can tell that more and more people are staying connected and getting in touch. Finding like-minded people and hobby development. Online forums have been booming since the beginning of the 21st century. The most popular one, Reddit, has grown approximately 100 times in terms of subforums from 2008 to 2017. Online forums can provide platforms for like-minded people and make hobby development become barrier-free. For example, if you are interested in photography, you can post your work in the photography subforum where other users can do critiques of your photo for free. According to research conducted by Health Department of Australian Government, people with hobbies are less likely to suffer from stress, low mood, and depression. Hence, with the help of online forums, hobby development has become easier, thus having a positive impact on mental wellness.
Help is just around the corner. The rise of information technology has made finding a therapist as easy as it has ever been. A simple Google search will reveal at least 10 places with licensed therapists within a block of the University of Waterloo. If going out to see a therapist doesn't suit you and your needs, that's okay too. With the rise of communications technologies, especially during and after COVID, help is available from the comfort of your own home. Text chats, voice calls, and even video chats can connect you with a licensed professional within minutes. No booking required. They don't even have to be in your city, country, or time zone to provide the help and guidance you may need. Mental health help can take other forms too. Guided meditations, soothing soundtracks, and relaxing readings are all a good way to take your mind off of stress and recenter your focus. These mediums have been boosted even more so by the rise of information technology. There are so many good examples of these just one search away, and mindfulness companies have been striving to make them even easier to access. They've done this by developing apps and websites that provide daily meditations and other resources that you may need to help improve your mental health. This leads me to my final point, that these resources follow you wherever you go. Once an app is downloaded, you can play its meditations wherever and whenever, as many times as you like. This can be on internet and off, so it may happen on a walk in the park, on the subway, on the way to work, or in your car, driving to pick your kids up from school. Help is ready wherever and whenever you need it.
The development of information technology has allowed therapists, counselors, and other mental health professionals to become more efficient at connecting to their patients as well as providing more effective care. Using video conferencing technology, therapists are able to connect to their patients regardless of distance or location. There are a variety of online therapy services which are able to match clients to therapists remotely. This can help more people receive mental help by removing barriers in travel time and expenses, especially if they live in rural areas. A 2013 study showed that there was no significant difference between effectiveness of treatment between in-person and online therapy. For mental health professionals, information technology has made it easier to organize schedules, meetings, and personalized notes for each of their clients. As well, professionals can make use of applications and platforms that make it easier for them to collect important information about their patients. Rather than undergoing tedious assessments using pen and paper during therapy sessions, patients can instead utilize digital symptom tracking and reporting applications to provide such information whenever they're free to do so. This allows for greater consistency in the measurement of patients' progress, and allows therapists to spend more time on treatment rather than data collection during therapy sessions. Therapists can also prescribe the use of mental wellness apps for meditation, setting mental health goals, and emotional management. These technologies can be used by therapists to motivate patients to track and persist in improving their mental well-being outside of therapy sessions. Although technology alone is not a substitute for mental health treatment, it can be a valuable tool in the hands of professionals for better understanding and treating their patients.
Our next argument is how information technology can improve one's mental health through education. Now, first, let's look at the relationship between education and mental health. So, a higher education has been associated with an improved mental well-being. This is because those with a higher degree of education feel a greater sense of control and resilience in one's life, and they have a greater ability to delay gratification and efficiently conquer daily hassles. This is better visualized on the figure on the right, which is from a study from Italy, the University of Messina. And basically the five main cause and effects of education that lead to positive mental health are from sense of control, resilience, gratification, cultural activity, and the daily hassles. Additionally, when looking at mental health disorders in education, a 2020 study conducted in Germany found a higher risk in depression symptoms among individuals with lower levels of education. Now, information technology comes into play since it provides new methods of education and learning with the goal of improved, more diverse, and accessible learning to others. First, information technology lets people publish and attend courses online from university to high school level to focus on specific skills they need. This can be on things like Coursera or EducationX, Khan Academy. This allows individuals to regain that sense of control and resilience in their life that was earlier mentioned, as they're able to apply and improve upon skills that they are genuinely interested in. Next, information technology is giving access to education to different populations all over the world with learning management systems. These include Google Classrooms, Microsoft Teams, and Waterloo Learn. Therefore, education isn't limited based upon your location geographically. You can be anywhere and still be able to attend class, study, especially in the pandemic when everyone was working from home. These learning management systems allowed them to still attend school and gain all the mental health benefits with the pandemic going on.
The importance of the mental health movement cannot be understated. Goals of the movement are to spread awareness and reduce stigma surrounding mental health. Information technology plays a big role in accomplishing these goals. The National Alliance on Mental Illness has played a critical role in the spread of mental health awareness. When they first started back in the late 70s, they had trouble spreading information until the media propelled them into the public eye. This led to the establishment of the Mental Health Awareness Week, along with many mental health awareness campaigns. Of these campaigns, the first paid one was spread through social media, which promoted people in sharing their own stories, which helped illustrate mental illness in real life from people who looked like you or I. No matter who you were, you could share your story and become part of the mental health movement. Nowadays, we see that mental health awareness is becoming more and more mainstream. You can probably feel the role that information technology is having on the mental health movement. For example, each year during May, we see the Mental Health Awareness Month trend across all platforms. Another example would be in the form of hashtags on Instagram or Twitter. You will find countless mental health awareness hashtags, such as mental health awareness, and the stigma, you are not alone. Peeking at some of these hashtags, you'll find that there are nearly 100 million uses on just Instagram alone.